This train station alone, we've had 2 suicides, 2 assaults, God knows how many petty crimes, just in the time that these cameras were supposed to be up. Meanwhile, in contrast, the bus cameras to ticket people for driving unquestionably in the right lane, like that's such a big crime, go up overnight and without incident, without problem. Those cameras will be live very soon. These cameras, which are protecting people from sexual assault, are nowhere to be found. There's nothing working. I can't use this call box, and we're angry about it.
So I was walking up the steps, and I didn't see him, but a man came up from behind me and he forced me against the railing. He stole my cell phone and my money, and he threatened me with sexual force if I didn't give it to him. So obviously I obliged. I was in shock. I was just standing there for a second trying to process the situation. I ran up the stairs to the payphones and there was no phone there, or it didn't work, I don't remember. When the cops finally came, he was gone. He left on foot and they couldn't find him. So I don't feel safe taking this train. I don't get off at this station. I haven't gotten off since July, and it's the closest station to my house. So it's very nerve-wracking. This is the only way to get near my house. There's no buses that go anywhere near where I live. So it's either I take a cab or I get off at this station's near here. So
next to me, he then rolled on top of me and with all of his might attempted to like force himself on me, and luckily my arm was in a position where I was able to, you know, elbow him in the stomach, and he like flew back and ran off the train. So, and it's crazy, there were 2, you know, 7-year-olds sitting across from me, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, you know, if someone's willing to do this at 4 p.m. in broad daylight, like what is going on at night? And, you know, obviously he has no fear, and it's almost like the lack of cameras is an invitation to have criminals come on these platforms, you know, and use it as like a gateway to crime. So, you know, since then, it's just crazy because I've been like hyper aware since my sister had such a severe incident. But who would have thought, you know, like broad daylight. So that really just goes to show you that something really needs to be done, and soon, because you know, I don't want to ride this train anymore, and it's one of my main sources of transportation into the city. You know, I work in the city, I go to school, and it's really unfair.